Good morning. Yeah, really nice set there. Welcome to Dice and Bolts, where I take a look at the core dice mechanics of a lot of the different role-playing systems that are lining my shelf. Second of the videos that I'm recording today, and we're looking at a couple of the games which are folded up and don't sit on by a normal shelving system, largely because the books are disintegrated. This one I am looking at Immortal, the Invisible War. It's by a company called Precedence Publishing, and it's still around. It was this version came out in the early 90s, 96, I believe. They did a second edition, self-published, and there's like a third edition which is available as a free PDF. So one of those free games at invisiblewar.com. So check it out. There's quite a difference in the rule systems between the two. I haven't gotten the later edition because I like the thing about this system. One thing that I will note: full color character sheet, and you lose a lot of the experience if you black and white photocopy it, which is what I had access to at the time. These came in the GM pack with like a screen and all the bits and bobs. Also, rules summary on the back of the character sheet. It's not that complicated, but it's a nice little addition. If you're going to have like a nice glossy full color piece of paper for a character sheet, it might as well get a little bit more than just one-sided. The system uses a single D10, and it's quite a straightforward mechanic. The GM assigns a rank to the task, which is from rank 1 to 5. You multiply that by 3 to get the target number that you hit. So you could just go 3, 6, 9, 12, just this bank of the rank, but ranks kind of get involved a bit more later on into the game. You roll a D10, add the appropriate stat, add the appropriate skill, you maybe a couple of modifiers, and you just add that to the D10 roll, and you just need to meet or beat the target number that you've got. So a rank 2, what's called hostile, which is the challenge that you're facing. If you've got, say, 2 points in your stats, 2 points in the appropriate skill that you're testing, and a roll of 3 would beat the difficulty of 6 quite handily. These dice are 0 to 9, not 1 to 10. So if you roll a 0, it's an automatic failure. And the game kind of, I think, pounces on the predilection of a lot of players to have lots of different coloured dice, because brightly coloured character sheets, you see that all the stats are also listed by their colour. Now that takes effect. So if there's more than one factor at the time. So say, for example, you're making a melee strike against an opponent. Okay, for melee, you would roll a yellow hostile because you're using your expertise stat against it, and expertise is yellow. If you're also fighting on slippery ground is overcome by your movement rank, so you'd also roll a green dice. And if it was foggy as well, awareness is determined by the blue dice, so you'd roll all 3 at the same time. Usually they'd all be against the same rank. So say, for example, we are attacking somebody. Combat works slightly differently, but we're trying to overcome a task, and it's a rank 2 test. So effectively we need 6s. We roll the dice. We add our appropriate skill to the main one. So the yellow expertise dice, that passes quite handily. Actually, that's a really good roll anyway. So you got that one there. So that passes, we get a total of 10 on our yellow dice. That does the basics of it. Overcoming the slipperiness, say if we've got 2 green, we've got a 10 effectively on the green dice as well. Fantastic. The muddy footing isn't an issue for us. But the 1, if we've only got 2 blue and no appropriate skills, that's only a 3, so that's going to miss the difficulty of 6. What the system allows you to do is either say, right, okay, we managed to keep our footing and we are really, really good with the precision-based action that we're taking, but we just can't see too well. We can take points off the excessive success on one and transfer it to the other one. So effectively, we can say, right, well, we only need this dice to be a 4. There's 2 points extra that we've got. Is that one then a success? Well, not quite. We can drop this one down by 1 point to a 6. This one then effectively becomes a 4, and we've done it. So whereas the impairment to vision or the impairment to our senses that mean that we had to roll a blue dice in the first place would normally have done us. We are that good when it comes to our accuracy, and we are that good at maintaining a good footing that we've managed to overcome the task. It's quite elegant when it comes to think of it. Quite elegant when it comes to think of it. So effectively, there's the dice and bolts of the Immortal system. D10 plus stat plus skill versus the target number. Roll well, and I will see you around.